Hello BookTube. For this tag Thursday, I'm going to be doing the Jolabokaflod PDX tag. The tag was created by Margaret Pinard, and so many booktubers have done this tag since the original video was released that I'm not going to reference a particular video for getting me to want to do this tag, because there are so many. So let's get started. Question number 1. The name. What is an unpronounceable or difficult to pronounce word you know? Q. It's very simple to say, but it looks like it should be a much longer word. It's like QQ. QQ. Question number 2. The tradition. What is a new to you tradition or retelling of one that you love? Well, I mean, obviously the idea of Jolabokaflod. It's something that I just learned through these videos. Another tradition that's rather new to me really would be putting out Christmas trees. It has been up until about 3 years ago. We really didn't put out a Christmas tree. My family or we didn't put out a Christmas tree until since I was in like junior high or early high school. And since we started that tradition of putting out a Christmas tree every year, of doing the post-Thanksgiving sort of ritual of putting up a Christmas tree, even though this year I put it up on Thanksgiving Day. Question number 3. The adaptation. What is an adaptation of something you love that was made even better or equal? Certainly, I would say The Muppet Christmas Carol is a worthy adaptation, if not necessarily superior adaptation, of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Yeah, and I would say some of the James Bond movies are improvements over the novels, and then in some cases, not necessarily improvements. But anyway, but certainly Muppet Christmas Carol is definitely would be an answer to that one. Question number 4. The mood. What is the coziest book you've read or expect to read this winter? Charming Billy by Alice McDermott. Definitely. I think that one is quite cozy. Because I'm planning on reading a lot of science fiction and fantasy, and those are never quite that cozy. Let me see real quick. Oh, no. Yeah. Nope. So I think it would be Charming Billy. Will be the coziest book I read this winter. Or late autumn, early winter. However the heck you define when the seasons start and end. Okay, that's a pet peeve of mine. Let's move on. Question number 5. The discovery. Who is a new author you've discovered this year that you love? Stephen Harrigan, Julia Lovell, Robert McFarlane. Quite a few, particularly historians that I really, since I've gotten into reading history, a lot of their work has just blown me away. So definitely I would say, but definitely Julia Lovell and Robert McFarlane. Also Sarah M. Broom is wonderful. Yeah. Question number 6. The setting. What is the deepest, darkest setting you've read about? I don't know what the name of the world is, but there's this trilogy of novels by Kameron Hurley, beginning with, let me see if it is over here. No, I think it's Mirror Empire. Yeah. The trilogy begins with Mirror Empire. And oh boy, that book is dark. Oh, so dark. Although, I mean, really, if you read grimdark fantasy, pretty much take your pick. Those worlds are pretty darn dark and grim. But the world introduced by the Mirror Empire is definitely a very, very dark one. Question number 7. The Hot Cocoa. What is a book that comforted you during a long night? Literal or metaphorical? I would say probably The Harder They Come by T.C. Boyle, or Leviathan Wakes. I think the first book in the Expanse trilogy, or series, even though I've had some difficulty reading the book earlier, but about 3 years ago, there was a very dark period that I might tell you about eventually, but those books definitely comforted me, or at least took my mind off of what else was going on at the time. And question number 8, The Gift. What is an indie book you'll be giving this winter season? I will be giving books out for Christmas this year, although it's only to one person, and they're neither self-published nor from a small press, which is, when you say indie, it's either the reference is either self-published or the press is incredibly small and doesn't have a distribution agreement or under threat of being gobbled up by one of the bigger publishing houses. But I'm wanting to say the 2 books I'm giving out are both published by imprints of the big 5, 4, however many major publishers there currently are. And that ends the Jolabokaflod tag. If you would like to do the tag, please consider yourselves tagged if you haven't already done it. And I will see you tomorrow with the final part of the literary, realistic, and general fiction shelf, and also weekly reads. And I might also do an original tag Friday too. So let's see if I can manage all the videos tomorrow, and if not, I'll do the original tag on Monday. But anyway, BookTube, thank you, have a great afternoon, and please stay safe.